Hello, guys. Today, welcome back to SWS Boxing. I've got professional boxer Shaun Cooper on. He's had 13 wins, 4 defeats, and he's back out next week. A week tomorrow against Joe Underwood, who's for the Midlands Super Featherweight title, which is currently vacant in the East Side Rooms in Birmingham. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. How's training? Has it gone good?
Good, mate. Good. I couldn't ask for anything better. It's getting to the end now, so it's getting harder. But other than that, it's been well. There's no corners cut.
Yes.
Cut, nothing. So we're on track.
You could have fought him in that boxer tournament, couldn't you?
I could have, yeah. But obviously lost in the first round against Charlton. So we could have met.
When you were in the changing room, did you watch the show as you were warming up?
I did, and I didn't because I was next. So I was warming up as well as trying to watch. But other than that, no. It was hard to watch it. You had a little TV in the rooms, and that was it.
Yeah. So did you get your own changing room?
No. You had me and Scott Melvin in one, and then obviously the other two in the other, and then obviously the other one had its own.
Oh. So you fought Brooklyn Tilly first?
Yeah.
Was that who you wanted to fight first, or did you not mind?
No, I would just fought anyone because obviously you got 8 fighters, and I'm going to fight one of them either way. It was a nice one to draw because he was like what 2-0. I can't remember.
3-0.
3-0. So it was like I couldn't really ideally lose to him. He's nowhere near at the same level. But like you say, you don't know what happens on the night. It shows.
Yeah. So did you think that you won that fight comfortably?
Yeah, I thought it was comfortable. I could have probably done a bit more, but that kind of tournament didn't suit my style. I ain't really one of them to be 3 rounds fast. I've had how many fights as 10 round, 8 round fights.
So why did you go into this 3 rounds?
It was just an opportunity. It was just one of them. It was like, do you take it or leave it? And I was like, well, it's one of them. You can come out and win, or you can come out and lose. It was just, let's just take it. There was nothing in the line for any titles, so why not?
Yeah. But against Ryland Charlton, you got stopped in the last round with a body shot. Which did it wind you?
No, it says a body shot, mate, but it was a head shot. It was the right hand. It caught me on the temple, which sent me a bit dizzy. So, it was hard to recover. I did recover. I got up, but I was still dizzy. So, listen, I live to fight another day. Whether I could have carried on, I could have got hurt more serious.
Were you upset when you got back to the changing room after that defeat?
Yeah, I was upset. It gutted me. A defeat's horrible. It's one of them. You have to take it on the chin, or it can send you a different way and think, forget this, I'm going to quit boxing. But no, it made me come back stronger. I was on the phone to my manager saying, what can we get next? And he gave me 2 options. We could get a normal fight or a title fight. I just said, I want a title fight. I'm like, 16 professional fights? I need to get a title.
Why is this at Super Feather? Because the tournament wasn't at Super Feather.
No, it was one of them. Maybe I'll be a bit bigger and stronger at Super Feather because I can make 9-9 comfortable. It's why not? I know it's 3 or 4 pound difference, but I can make 9-9 comfortable. That extra 4 pound.
Yeah,
we can get that off.
Have you got
that opportunity?
Yeah, as this is like your home show, because you're signed with BCB.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to be walking out second or first?
I'll be walking out second.
Yes. Is it because like you're the home fighter?
Yeah, well, it is. Yeah, it is obviously our home show, so I'll be walking out second, and Joe's basically travelling over, so he'll be coming out first.
But do you think he'll have a few fans there as well for him?
I presume so. I presume he's a good ticket seller, so hopefully he brings some good fans down. You know, make it a cracking fight.
Have you got quite a few people going? Is it Midlands shot?
Yeah, mate. No, yeah, I've got a few people coming to support me. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show. The fans getting behind you helps massively.
Is this better for you, your style, like the longer rounds?
This will suit me down as my style, yeah, 100%. Like, I beat Boy Jones on 8 days' notice in a 10-round fight because it suited me. You know, I've been 10 rounds, I've been 8 rounds. Joe, I think he's only done a 6-rounder. Has he done 10 rounds? Has he been championship rounds? No, he hasn't.
No.
Whether he'll struggle, whether his training's been, but you can train for 10, 12 rounds.
This might be a step too soon for him, 10 rounds.
Could be, mate. He could have ideally done with a 6-rounder and then an 8-rounder and then gone in.
That's what he was originally meant to do because he one of his opponents got injured and then he got injured himself. So
yeah.
But it's a bit of tough luck for him, but it is what it is. But he's got to
take the gamble. You have got to gamble in the game. You've got to take the gamble.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Des Newton fight. Of course, after coming off that defeat to Sam Noakes, you should say that stoppage was questionable. Do you think it was
Oh, mate, 100%. 100% questionable. 100%. Like, on the video, I've watched it. I can't even say every time I've watched it. He hit me, and I went to fire back, and the ref just jumped in. It was like, mate, come on. They've done it because they want him to have the knockout stage. Look at his last 2 opponents. They've said, oh, yeah, it's the hardest 2 opponents he's going to be facing. They never went past 6 rounds. Or 7, maybe. I think it was 7. He stopped the last person in. I took him to 9 and possibly would have took him to 10 if the ref had to stop me easily.
Do you think you were ahead on the cards or?
Well, I was doing well. I presume, it's hard when you're in the fights to tally out what you're doing, but
yeah,
I wasn't getting caught as much. I was as boxing as what we trained. My coach and everyone was saying, sure, this is good. It's a close fight. And a lot of people were saying it was a close fight.
So would you rematch Sam?
Oh, yeah, if they phone me tomorrow and ask for me to rematch him, yeah, 100%.
I think I don't know. They just, because he was on a bit of a knockout streak before that, wasn't he? And they wanted him to get his 8th knockout in a row or something.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly, yeah.
You were, I think you were one of the last ones on, if I can remember.
Yeah.
Were you second last on?
Yeah, second last on. I was the one before the main event.
Before Yard, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have many fans travelling down? Because it was in London.
Yeah, we did. I think I had about just short of 100 fans.
Oh, that's good, mate.
Yeah, so it was a good, good travel. I had a coach full, 2 coaches. So
when you're in the ring, can you hear your fans cheering you on?
You can. You hear, but you switch off in a way as well to try and box your ability, not box what the fans want. You do what you got to do, and then the fans can scream and shout. But you're in your zone. Your zone is concentrating on what you're doing.
Yeah. Because I know you haven't got this knockout yet, but I'm sure it will come eventually.
Yes, mate. That's why I've dropped to 9-4 to see whether the strength at that weight will be there.
You might stop Joe next week, mate. You might as well stop him if you get the chance.
Exactly, mate. No, that's what I don't like going to look for the knockout because that's when you make the mistakes. If I catch Joe with a good punch and I know he's gonna gonna go, I'm gonna jump on him. So
Yeah.
it is gonna be a good fight. I've trained for 10. I've trained for 10 rounds of non-stop punching, 300 punches every single round I've been doing. So hopefully on that fight night, that'll be the same as what I'm gonna do. Sparring's been good. So
Were you sparring Ryan Woolridge?
yeah, I'll be sparring Ryan.
He's
because
fighting
I know
tomorrow.
Joe Hughes. Yeah, I'm going to watch him. I know Joe Hughes likes to switch as well as, so I've been training him, sparring Ryan. I've been sparring a good couple. I've been sparring heavier lads to push me. Mixing it, I've been sparring a lot. I've been sparring that many times. I spar about 3 times a week.
Yeah.
My last spar is Sunday.
When you came back, was Des Newton a tough man?
It was tough. He was a tough man. He was tough, but
You won every round.
Yeah, all journeymen are tough. I was overweight. I was too heavy for that fight. He weighed in heavier than me, but I just was not. I wasn't in shape at all.
You still got the job done in good fashion, though.
That's it, mate. Yeah, I got it done as I was meant to get it done. It could have been better.
Yeah. And then in the against Chamberlain, what? I don't know. You went down twice.
Yeah.
And then you went. I think you went down and then once again in 7. What happened, mate?
It just was his body shots. It was quite, it was quite grueling. Took the wind out of me, and then I just thought, forget this, can't give it. I'm just gonna roll through it. I'm gonna show, I am a tough kid, and then I'll give it back as good as I guess. And that was it, really, mate. It was just the body shots that just got me. Because you can train your body, but they've only got to find that perfect spot, and it gets you. World champions get dropped with body shots. They're hard to train.
Yeah. So were you a bit? I don't know. So when it went to the cards, you knew you lost the fight.
Yeah, I knew, but I just didn't give in. I just thought I'm gonna go all the way to the end.
Yeah, mate. That's the main thing. You kept getting back up. You kept going right until the final bell, mate, which is good.
That's it, yeah.
Who do you think would win as you fought both Mark Chamberlain and Noakes?
Out of the both of them, if they fought each other,
Yeah.
it would be close. It would be close because there's downfalls on both of the boxers. One, Mark Chamberlain can get caught quite easy, and Sam Noakes, he can be outboxed. I showed him as an average fighter. That's what Mark Chamberlain's got. He can box, and he's got the power. Sam Noakes has got the power, but can he keep going like that for 10 rounds? He wasn't so pressure fighting me because it was hard for him to get his shots off. Even though my shots probably wasn't like they were scoring, but they was keeping him off at his reach. I was keeping him to my boxing skills, where Chamberlain can do that.
Yes, mate. Yes. So would you back Chamberlain then? Has he put you down?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
On points or late stoppage or what?
Yeah, I think he'd win. Whether it be a stoppage, I think he'd win on points.
That's a fight to make, isn't it?
Yeah, they will make it. They've got to find the right. I think it's the right fight, right time. What belts.
Do you think it will happen next year?
I think it'll happen next year. And if it does, I'd like to find the winner.
Surely they've got to get the title on the line for that. I don't know, something like a British. And then you hop on the winner and
Yeah, I think it'll be a British. Yeah, I think it'll be a British, to be honest.
If you win the Midlands, would you try to defend it?
Say that again, mate.
Oh, if you win the Midlands, would you try to defend your title?
I'll see what opportunities come. if there's nothing in the meanwhile, and my manager's like, yeah, let's just get a fight, defend the Midlands, then we'll talk. But if there's other opportunities like English, any British Eliminator, then obviously I'm going to take them.
Yeah, but will you be fighting for titles down at super feather now, not lightweight?
Well, I've got two options. I can fight at super feather, win the Midlands, and go back up to lightweight and fight for a title at lightweight. I could be two weight Midlands champion. Who knows?
You could do. Yeah. Who's Midlands champion at lightweight? Joe Ducker?
I think, yeah, Joe Ducker, but I think it's going to be Vikings. He's fighting for the English.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, against, I think it's like an English eliminator. I can't remember his name now. It's from Steve Nichols' side.
Yeah. You never know. You might fight Dylan Cheemer or that Scott Melvin.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If they had the opportunity for me to fight Dylan Cheemer, Sky Sports, why not?
What went wrong? What went wrong against Jack O'Keefe?
Just physically and mentally underestimated him, and training. I trained, weighed in, and I weighed it too light. I was 9 stone 5, and I was like, didn't recover, didn't eat. I just wanted to be quite quick, and then it was just all wrong. It was all new, and then obviously he caught me with a good shot. That then, once I lost to Jack, that changed me. I was like mentally destroyed, like mentally and physically destroyed, you know. But I put myself back together. I thought, you know, look, yeah, lost, take it on the chin, see where you can come back, you know. And I'm still here. I'm still going, still chipping away.
Yeah, and yeah. What about that boy Jones? Because he's fighting next Friday as well he's fighting for English.
English, yeah, mate. I'd fight him as well again if he won it. I was meant to fight Boy Jones 3 or 4 times, and nothing come off it. Yeah, I was meant to fight him for an English or an IBO. I can't remember. That was before Des Newton and before the series, but it never come off. Nothing never come off. Our manager said accepted everything, and we never heard from their side. And then we got offered again, and we never heard from their side again. So we just left it.
Yeah, and you had bigger opportunities. That tournament was a great opportunity, and now this fight's a big opportunity for you as well.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. So, you know, I ain't gonna sit back and wait. I'm getting on now. I need to get my fights and get what I want to do.
Was he easy, like on the night? Did you find him easy?
Yeah, I under people were saying he's strong, he's power. He had 21 fights and he stopped quite a few people. You know, I only had 8 days and I was 11.5 stone. I had to drop down to make 9.9. 8 days training, and then I go over there and turn him over. Yeah, whether I didn't come home with the belts because I was an ounce overweight, I don't mind. I beat him.
What belt was it? What belt was it?
WBO youth lightweight title.
Oh, why didn't you get the title then? Because you beat him.
I was 9 stone 9 1 ounce instead of 9 stone 9. I was an ounce over.
Oh.
So it was like, and I was just physically drained. I just couldn't shift the ounce. You know,
at least you won the fight.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Where was
there was a rematch at Stevenage.
What's been the best venue that you fought at?
I'd say the Boxer Series one.
The Sky Dome.
Yeah, Sky.
After you lost to Rylan, did you go out to meet like everyone who brought tickets off you and stuff?
Yes, mate. Yeah, I went and sat with my fans. I went and sat with my wife, and people would just come to me. You know, I'll go and check the wife. It's okay because obviously we're having a newborn child, so obviously I went and checked to see it was okay, and then I went off and met people, and then gone home after I got to the end, watched the end fight, and then seen the winner and went home.
Who did you think won the final?
Right. either two of them shouldn't have been in the final. Charlton, I think Joe Hughes got beat him, and that Melvin beat Chima.
Yeah.
I don't think, it was unlucky. Even though I'm fighting Joe Hughes next weekend, next Friday, I thought it was unlucky against Charlton, and we would have probably had a fight against each other. But it is what it is. It's what they want. It's that was all the plan in the series. Them two to be in the end.
Yeah, because Charlton was the favourite, and then Chima was the hometown boy.
Exactly. So you just it was like one of them. It's like they sold a lot of tickets. Both of them did. They sold over 100 tickets here between them both. So it's like ticket sales go a long way, don't they? Business.
In the final, I thought Ryland did enough, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what he's doing with himself now.
Yeah. Would you fight Charlton again?
Yeah, of course. 3
over
rounds.
10 rounds.
Over 10 rounds, 100%. He might be fit, but Marku beat him up, and Marku don't box. Marku likes to scrap, and Marku boxed his head off for 10 rounds because Charlton.
And that Luke Wills beat him.
Who, sorry?
That Luke Willis, is it?
Yeah, he beat him, yeah.
Yeah, I think Ryland tires out quite quickly.
Yeah, if he can't stop you within the third 6 rounds, then he starts to lose what he's good at because he's only got one style, and that's just to keep throwing shots, non-stop work rate, which is good. But if you've got a good boxer who can box for 10 rounds, you struggle. You're going to struggle.
You, mate.
That's it, mate. Yeah, like within the 3 rounds, I know he caught me, but fatigue, drained. It's hard. It was hard that tournament. I had my 3 rounds, and I literally got back into the room. I had a minute to get ready for my next fight. I didn't have a break. Where we trained to have, I didn't train to have a break. But when you're there, the atmosphere, the adrenaline, it takes it out of you. It's been a long day, but there's no excuses. He beat me fair and square.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. And my last question before you go is, do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a pro boxer when they're older?
Oh, yeah. Just be careful who you go with. Make sure you're ready. It's not an easy game. It's not. It's one of the toughest games. Make sure you have good support, good sponsors. Most of all, if you can dedicate your life to boxing and not work, that's my biggest advice. If you can fight and not need to work, you'll go really far. Because it's hard working, training. Like myself, I work full time, I train. A lot of boxers do. But if you could live the life to train a 10-week camp of no work, no nothing, life would be easier. You can train 12 times more than what you can train now.
Yeah.
Your diet would be different. Your foods would be prepped. It's like me now. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go on a run, go to work, and then I got to come back, see my son, say bye to him, and go to the gym. I don't see him then. See him probably for an hour.
Do you want to shout out anyone who's helped you in your career so far? Yeah,
just my sponsors, my father-in-law, and Simmons Pork Scratchings. They've been since I started. They have since I started boxing professionally. They sponsored me from day one. Never left my side. And my coaches. Obviously, I was with Pete, and then I moved to Gethin, but Pete was great.
Is Paul Mann your trainer as well?
Paul Mann, yeah, he's like a pass up to Martin, but yeah, Paul Mann and everyone at BCB, they're great as well. They helped me through as well. And, joining that team was a blessing. I've had more fights than I did when I was with East Side Rooms. I was held back a bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Good luck on next Friday, mate. I'm sure you're going to smash it. Good luck.
Sound good. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
Bye, mate. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.